Oh no, there wasn't out there. I'm very confused.
So this is the sort of car park where you can get in, but you will never get out. It's like the Hotel
Bates
California.
Motel, yeah. Yeah.
You can check in, but you can't get out.
No. We're heading towards Abu Dhabi now.
You
Sorry.
see, well, Sharjah Expo Centre is just so pleased to have people here. It won't let them leave.
Yeah. Apart from that, how was the cars?
There were some cars.
Yeah. There were at least some cars.
There were at least some cars.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I just saw that Challenger pull out from there. That interior on that new Challenger, the 2015 Challenger.
I told you.
That does look good. Yeah, that looks good. Right down. There's so much attention to detail in that car. Right down to the dials themselves.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really neat.
I think they are the best retro dials, and I include all the Mustang, Camaro. I think that is the best because they got the little centers filled with like digital information, which is digital. But the exterior, the fonts and all that are really nice. Unlike the Mustang, they're legible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very clear.
It's very clear, and unlike
it's very 70s.
Yeah, I like the 70s.
It's the same font.
Yeah.
I think it's the same font that was used in the
that's
70s.
based on the 71 Challenger.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
it's very cool.
Nice car, I think, and I think it can execute really well. Oh, and they told us that if you ask very nicely, you can get a manual RT for 150,000. So
for how much?
150.
A manual RT.
Yeah, well, the automatic starts at 150, so the manual will be even cheaper.
Well, what's the engine on the RT?
5.7. Okay, it'll be a little bit quieter than the SRT. So, but I've driven the RT with the 6-speed in the US, and it is all the car you need. I promise you, it's all the car you need. It's as easy to drive as a Honda because there's not so much juice, so the clutch is really, really friendly. And it's a V8, so you can put an exhaust on it legally, and off you go.
I'll tell you what, though, that money. That's it's
one of those. Hellcat.
It's one of those. It's rude not to scenarios, isn't it?
And you can put all the dress-up bits and turn it into a play Hellcat if you want to.
That's gonna look nice. Great.
Yeah.
What else did we see? The AMG GT looks good. It looks good.
I'm blown away. I love it.
It looks good. That thing looks good.
You're gonna see a carpet of these things.
Fits me like a glove, so that's always helped.
Okay.
But I have to say, because I had the SLS final edition sitting next to it, I was still drawn. I still like the SLS. I like the SLS. I was drawn to that. I was like, oh, that looks
like
cool.
a clown shoe.
Brilliant. It's absolutely the old SLR looked like a clown shoe. That was ridiculous. Really long
I think
bonnet.
For me it's the roofline because the the AMG GT, so many letters. The AMG GT has a proper fastback roofline. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Whereas
Which they copied off the Porsche 911.
Yeah, fine. A copy from the best, right? Whereas the SLS is more like, okay, well, you gotta put these gull wing doors in, quick, get the blow torches. Yeah. Here we go.
No, man, the gull wing doors make it. No, don't go that way. We'll stay in Sharjah, so we've got to take the exit.
Still trying to get out of Sharjah.
We've got to get out of Sharjah.
The gull wing doors are cool. I just cannot get over the implementation.
What, you keep banging your head on them?
Yeah.
You remember that time when we had the car and everybody banged their head on it, and I never did.
Yeah.
And then people kept saying you will, and I was like, no, I won't. And then you remember literally hours before it was due to be picked up, I couldn't properly bang my head on it.
Yeah, I think you stunned yourself.
I nearly knocked myself out.
You had a concussion. Yeah.
But it was a happy concussion because it's an SLS door.
I just hope that this AMG sounds right because the SLS, the old one, has that wonderful guttural V8.
But they started it up, didn't they? Inside the show, they started out for the dignitaries.
Quieter 4-liter twin turbo V8, So I don't know. I hope they execute it. I mean, sure, the interior's nice.
I think it'll sound great.
The car is good. The car looks good.
Yeah.
And who cares what we think? They're all going to buy it. You're all going to buy it.
Yeah, totally.
It's not cheap. How much was it?
700,000 plus.
730,000.
730,000.
For that one they have that you said the show.
That's the GTS though. That's the 510 horsepower. There's one less than that as well, isn't there?
That's it. 510 horsepower.
510 horsepower. Yeah.
That's it.
Hellcat's got more than that.
Seriously, right? We're a third of the money. They don't have a Hellcat here, by the way. That
no
Hellcat.
False, so no Hellcat.
Sorry,
no
people.
But 2015 Challenger with the new interior is there. I'll tell you what else is there. That little Lotus.
Oh, best car of the show.
Best car of the show.
I'm sorry, AMG GT people. You have to see it and you have to sit in it.
You have to get it. You just have to get it. If you
don't get it, I don't blame you. But you know what? I know what you mean now.
Oh,
I sat in that car and perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah. Getting in and out. That man is sitting in a very dangerous spot. Did you see that? He's like on the apex of the corner.
Yeah.
And he's wearing green, which sort of, disguises,
camouflages
him against the background. And we would have gone over him in this thing and not even noticed.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't have noticed. I have set it up that way. There's a setting for that. Man crusher
This
mode.
is not to be encouraged.
No.
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 This is really not to be
Or
encouraged.
not to be laughed at in any way.
Not to be laughed at. No, it's just not very safe.
But it might happen.
But
So yes.
but back to the Exige. Yeah, absolutely.
So what is
wicked.
the Exige? Is it an Evora? No, it's smaller than Evora.
And it's an Elise. It's an Elise, but it's
It's
a
an
pumped
Elise
up,
with a roof.
pumped up.
Well, it
proper
used to be an
Elise.
Elise with a roof, but now it's actually an Elise with a removable roof,
Yeah.
which makes it an Elise.
Target. Well, it's like the Opel VX220 Turbo, which I ran in the UK, which I often mention because you're probably sick of the number of times I mentioned that car, but I was so in love with it because it was just, and I used to take, and it used to be, it's not easy getting in and out of it, right? Especially with the roof on. And I'm quite tall, as some people may have noticed. So I tend to just keep the roof off it. So come rain, come shine, come winter, come whatever, the car could be sitting in rain all day, I'd still get into it. I'd leave the roof off it,
Yeah.
Okay, wet bottom, I don't mind. I'm having too much fun to
I'd
really
be
care.
fun to see what that Exige is like with the roof on. I wonder if you fit in it.
Oh, I fit in it. No, the thing in it is not. Once you're in it, you're fine.
No, I mean with the roof though. with
no,
the
no.
roof.
Once you're in it, you're fine. It's the getting in and out part that's the problematic bit.
Oh no,
So-
it's impossible.
Yeah, with
and
the
I'm
roof- with
fairly
the- with
limber,
the-
and that was not happening.
No, with the roof on, I just kind of fall out of it. I don't actually get out of it. I just sort of fall sideways
It's
out of
not
it.
graceful.
And then scramble.
If you got a
Yeah.
short skirt and,
Yeah.
and are a woman, yes, you're not.
I
going
don't
to-
often wear a short skirt, thankfully.
No, you know what? The world's not ready for that. I'd give it a few years. But I'd be honest with you, the Exige was perfect.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And a proper manual.
Yeah.
And it was a weird manual because there's loaders. It just because really it's canted off to the right. So you're
right.
you're going over like this. But
Actually, you know what? Because they are originally right-hand drive, so it's probably
it's probably actually
Probably
it still
designed
wants
that
to be
way.
real.
Yeah.
But the way that you sit and the way everything falls to hand,
Yeah.
you know what? Driver's car.
Yeah.
It's not for you posers. It's not for you people who want to be on JBR. It's not for people.
No. This is proper driver's car. This is a car that you do not buy this car for posing. You do not buy this car for going out at night. You buy this car
If you're
because
sensible,
you
you
want
don't
to
buy
drive.
this car because it's very expensive.
And it's not actually. It's cheaper than the Evora.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, why would you buy an Evora?
It's coming in less than the Evora.
Why are you buying an Evora?
2+2, but not really.
It's not 2+2.
Not
And you can't
really.
do the roof off. So
I
buy,
do like the Evora, and the Evora comes with automatic. Don't forget, which over here is important. So I do like the Evora, but that Exige too. God. But no, it's a driver's car.
Lottery
it's for
winner
driving.
car, lottery
It's no power steering, of course. Completely manual steering. Yeah. You got to work at that car. You
Yeah.
have got to work at that car. Similar to the 4C, which is also at the show, which also doesn't have yet left here, which also doesn't have power steering. Another beautiful car. that
Also around
4C.
300,000 is the new 100,000 apparently.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
What a choice of cars. You don't need to buy an AMG GT. These cars are all you need.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. What do you need
So
else?
actually, for the price of the GT, you could have the Exige and the Alpha 4C.
Yeah.
Sold.
Actually, you could have an Exige and a Range Rover.
You could have an Exige and a Range Rover, yeah.
Or you could have the new Discovery Sport.
Can you get like you could probably tow the Exige
Yeah, you
to
could get
the
on,
track
on a little trailer.
in your Range Rover?
No, I'd drive I'd rock the Exige.
Yeah,
They look
me
pretty. What's the suspension like on these cars? Are they pretty beat you
Rock
up?
hard.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's not so fun.
You live with it.
Do you really? Do you?
I did. I don't know. I'd be keen to know if I still can. But over a decade ago,
Well,
I
I
did.
hope we'll find out really soon. I think it's more livable than that Morgan three-wheeler thing, which is also
That's
with
quite weird.
bunkers.
Yeah, that wasn't here, by the way.
Yeah,
There wasn't actually much else at the.
that's the show. I mean, we've got
Sharjah
Audi.
show.
Audi was there.
Audi, Volkswagen, they were all there.
All the Germans are there. The Germans are there.
Yeah, because Mercedes, BMW was all there. BMW with the X6 and that little funny little thing. What was that called? Active Tourer thing.
2 Series Active Tourer with
Active
a
Tourer.
nonsense price. A nonsense price.
Yeah.
225 or whatever. Well, it's not the name of the car. It's not the price. The price is
Yeah.
213,000 dirhams.
Yeah.
For a front-wheel drive BMW, you'd have to be bonkers.
Is it front-wheel drive?
It's front-wheel drive.
That's shocking. BMW.
It's a mini-based car.
They're making front-wheel drives.
Yeah. Well, it's
5-door minis there. You can check that
5-door
out.
Mini, that's 135 for
Yeah.
the Cooper 3-cylinder, and for the 4-cylinder you're looking at 175.
And then there's got a load of Chinese cars.
Load of
Chinese
hilarious Chinese
Yeah.
cars. Yeah.
which basically look like something else.
Yeah.
They're all trying to copy something else.
We play a nice game on Facebook today of Spot the Influence. And many people have enjoyed themselves immensely. And the quality is still woeful. I don't know, people saying the Chinese cars take over the world. Not in this decade. Not in the next one either.
Yeah, we have been saying that for a while.
I think it's all
We have been saying it
nonsense.
for a while, but you never know.
Nobody's looking at them. No, we do know. I'm going to say it, we do know.
Well, I tell you what, stick with us on motoringme.com and you'll find out if that does happen.